morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we've got some important reveals to be having a look at from Pokemon card 151. And I also need to mention, right, whoever is in charge over on the social teams for Pokemon TCG UK and just Pokemon TCG over on Twitter, oh my word, they're crushing it, ladies and gentlemen. They are absolutely crushing it, and I think they deserve a raise, quite frankly, because they've gone and revealed the full art of Mew EX. Shout out to lovely Primal Lugia over at Poké Guardian for helping sort out some of these images and making them a little bit easier. But this is how they did the reveal. If you know, ladies and gentlemen, you know. This is how they revealed full art Mew EX. I adore that this is how they chose to reveal full art Mew EX. Now, for those of you that weren't around back when Pokemon Red and Blue came out, I'm old. I literally bought Pokemon Blue 2 days before the official release because there was a shop near me that had absolutely no respect for street dates, and that made me very happy because it meant I got the game early and jobs are good 'em. But one of the prevailing rumours at the time revolved around being able to find Mew in the game and it hiding under a truck. It wasn't true, incidentally. There's no truth to it, but that's kind of just made it more fun. And bearing in mind, when Red and Blue came out, this was the days before the internet. So it wasn't like you would go on Twitter and everyone would be like, no, you can't find Mew under a truck. No. You went into school and somebody was like, mate, have you heard you can get Mew under a truck? And we all went home and tried it, and I guarantee if you were around playing Red and Blue when it came out, you tried this and you saw this tweet and you were like, no. But anyway, they went and revealed Mew. Mew is, of course, the poster child for Pokemon card 151. This is the full art version of it, and I am convinced, absolutely convinced, that this is like a legitimately good card. It's got a ridiculous ability that once during your turn lets you draw until you have 3 cards in your hand. Very important to note, you don't have this limited to once per turn. So if you've got 4 Mew out, you can do this 4 times during your turn, which is kind of awesome and ridiculous. You've then got the attack Genome Hacking. For free colorless energy, lets you copy and attack from your opponent's active Pokemon. And remember the rule at this stage. If it says you have to have the correct energy, then you have to have the correct energy. If it does not say you don't have to have the correct energy, then you don't have to have the correct energy. And you will notice that this doesn't say that. So you're good, ladies and gentlemen. You are absolutely good and golden and ready to go. And yeah, this is awesome, frankly. Absolutely awesome. Love this Mew, and this full art is beautiful. Now, in terms of other versions of the Mew, don't forget that the Mew Ultra Premium collection is coming. And that the Mew Ultra Premium collection does have, well, it has the special illustration rare, which is very important. And it looks like it has the gold version, but it doesn't actually have the gold version. What it actually has is a metal version of the gold version, which is obviously not legal for tournament play, because if it was legal for tournament play, then you would be able to find this like instantly, and that would be incredibly unfair. So no, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely not. That's not the point. The point is that you can get the special illustration rare in the box, and you can get the metal gold version, but the regular gold version will be available just in the set, as will the regular version of Mew and this full art version of it. If you want this Mew, you are very well catered for. I think that's fair to say. But Mew is not the only thing that's going to be revealed, and it's not the only really cool reveal they had. They also showed this. It is, it's a Poliwhirl Rest Point, showing off that amazing alternate art of the Poliwhirl. What's even cooler here is over on the official Instagram, they went and showed this artwork clean. They do this, incidentally, on the official Instagram, every day they upload a couple of Pokemon cards with all the text removed. Weirdly, they don't take away the little lines and borders. So even though it doesn't show you what it evolves from, it's still got the evolution circle in the top left, which makes no real sense to me. But it's the cleanest, nicest look that we get at any of these cards. So there will be no arguments from me, ladies and gentlemen. This is just absolutely beyond stunning. This is, it's not Okacheke, it's not Haganosuke, it's not Kaito, it's not one of my favourite artists, it's not Kuramitsu or Mitsuhiro Arita, but or Morigawa, but oh my word, there's a lot of artists I like. This is just an absolutely ridiculously stunning card, and I'm absolutely in love with it. I think this is absolutely brilliant. And seriously, whoever decided to make an Instagram account and just tweet out, no, that's not the word, is it? Post. I don't know how Instagram works, I'm old. But regardless, whoever decided to put these up on Instagram clean, that person's brilliant and wonderful, and somebody somewhere went to their boss, I'm imagining, I have no proof of this, but I imagine somebody somewhere went to their boss and were like, seriously, can we do this? This would be so cool. And convinced them, and whoever it is, I love them, because it was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful idea. Now, the other illustration rare that was revealed was Psyduck. I like this artwork of Psyduck. No, it's not quite on the same level as Poliwhirl, let's not be ridiculous. But this is a beautiful, beautiful card. It's one that I like very, very much indeed. Big fan of this one. So yeah, Psyduck's pretty cool. That's what you need to know, ladies and gentlemen. Psyduck's pretty cool. It's not a particularly good card. It's got an interesting attack for a single energy during your opponent's next turn whenever they flip a coin, treat it as tails. If by some miracle you actually end up against somebody who's using an attack that is 100% reliant on coin flips, you can use this to make sure they always flip tails and win, and that will be hilarious. That's just not going to happen terribly often. As for the Golduck that was revealed, lets you put 4 Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand, but you got 110 HP single prize Pokemon. The reality is, if you use this, it is overwhelmingly likely that you will then be giving up a prize to do so. That's not to say you can't, but I do think it is to say that that might not be the best idea I've ever heard, and this probably isn't going to work. I never actually told you about the Polyrh, so let me tell you about the Polyrh now, because that was also revealed. What the Polyrh does, the best thing it does at least, it does a few different things, but the best thing it does is free energy, 100 damage, flip a coin, if heads 150 more. Yes, I think this could be pretty good, but the fact that it's flippy is, as far as I'm concerned, a little bit of a problem. So those are some illustration rares and your Mew that's gone and been revealed, but there have been what can only be described as a bunch of really interesting grass cards that have got to be revealed that we should have a little bit of a look at. So let's start off with Vilebloom and Gloom, because you're not playing one without the other. And this is one of those situations where they've basically got the same ability, but just the Stage 2's got a better version than the Stage 1. So Gloom, whenever you evolve into it, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck and attach any number of basic energy to your Pokemon in any way you like. And the Vilebloom, when you evolve into it, you look at the top 8 cards of your deck and you attach any basic energy you find there to your Pokemon in any way that you like. If you're looking to get a bunch of energy attached to your Pokemon, this is brilliant. But yeah, that's essentially it. If you're looking for a bunch of energy being accelerated, this is amazing. You're not going to be attacking with either of these cards. That's really not the point. The entire point of this is, I'm going to evolve into Gloom, get a bunch of energy. Then I'm going to evolve into a Vilebloom and get a bunch of energy. And then from there, we're good. It really is as simple as that. If that's what you're into, brilliant. If that's not what you're into, move along, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing to see here. Now, in terms of other grass Pokemon, we can have a look at Venomoth here. Venomoth is very cool. Single energy, stage 1, 30 damage, and you get confusion. And during your opponent's next turn, they cannot play any item cards from their hand. Yeah. Honestly, that's pretty good. It's item lock. Now, you're not doing very much damage, which is, not ideal. but it's item lock. Now, I've been around in the game for long enough, I'm assuming a bunch of you have as well, to know that item lock is actually super annoying and can just win a whole bunch of games. Make no mistake about it, item lock is going to be pretty gosh darn good. Not sure it's going to work so well on a weak stage 1 Pokemon, 90 HP, and you got to evolve. Still pretty cool. And then finally, we can have a little bit of a look at Parasect, another stage 1 grass Pokemon that I think has a fair amount of potential. And what we've got here is single energy, flip 2 coins, search your deck for a number of grass Pokemon up to the number of heads and put them on your bench. And the wording here is extremely important because there is a word missing. And the word that's missing here is basic. It does not say basic Pokemon. It says Pokemon. And what that means is that yes, you can go and search for stage 1 or even stage 2 or V-Star or V-Max or whatever and whack them straight onto your bench. This is honestly brilliant. Genuinely awesome. The problem here, really quite simply, it's a weak stage 1 and it's flippy. And what that means is that you have to get a bit lucky and you have to probably give up a prize and you have to evolve up into it. So, yeah. It's a bit awkward, but fingers crossed it works. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are some official reveals from Pokemon Card 151. I am very excited about this set, but I would like to know how excited you are about this set. So let me know in the comment section, would ya? Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, and you can get shoutouts on the channel, like the lovely Chelsea Rose, who's been a supporter of ours for a while and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.